Awareness and regulation of emotions. Since emotions are an integral part of our life, being aware of emotions or recognizing or identifying emotions these are these these is very important. Okay, so since emotions are an integral part of our life, being aware of emotions or recognizing or identifying these is very important. So recognizing emotions is very important. Further, it is also crucial to learn how to express emotions. So further, it is so crucial to learn how to express emotions and regulate these. So how to express emotions and regulate this. Hence, awareness of emotions, expressions, expressions of emotions, and management of emotions are key aspects in a interaction and relationship, and contributes to effective in life. So, hence, awareness of emotions and expressions of emotions and management of emotions are key aspects in interaction and relationship and contributes to an effective life. Okay, so anybody can become angry. That is easy, but to be angry with right person and to the right degree at the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is within everybody's power, is not so easy. So Aristotle. So what Aristotle says, anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person and right degree at the right time and for the right purpose and in right way is not everyone's power, and it is not easy, and it is not easy. Aristotle. No one no one needs to be aware of one's own emotions and express it properly. To express or control, this is a pertinent question. For pertinent, for example, for many of us in various contexts, in, including relationship and work. So one need to be aware of one's emotions and express it properly. To express or control, this is a pertinent question for many of us in various contexts, including relationship and work. Our culture and societal factors play a role here, both in expression and identification of emotions. So our culture and societal factors play a vital role here in expressing and identifying emotions. Emotions involve both verbal and non-verbal language, including facial expressions, gestures. It is important to learn to pay attention to the body language. It is important to learn to pay attention to the body language and identify emotions in oneself and others around and regulate the emotion adequately. So, it is important to learn and pay attention to the body language and identify the emotions and oneself in oneself and others around and regulate the emotion regularly. We we cannot we can note that there is a difference between expression of emotions and experience of emotions. Experiencing emotion is more subjective experience. Expression of emotions plays significant role in social interaction, and there are certain display rules that are specific to one's culture and regards to the expression of emotions. Display rules can be defined as culture specific rule that indicates to whom, when, to whom, and how strongly certain emotions can be shown. Thus, each culture will have their own norms and rules with regards to the expression of emotions. and these norms and rules are learned by individuals. Also, it can be stated here that though the basic emotions are same for all individuals, the way the basic emotions are expressed may differ based on the display rules. So let's go through once again. We can note that there is a difference between expressions of emotions and experience of emotions. Experiencing emotion is more subjective to subjective experience. Expression of emotion is plays a significant role in social interaction, and there are certain display rules that are specific to one's culture with regards to expression of emotions. Display rules can be defined as a culture-specific rule indicates when and to whom and how strongly certain emotions can be shown. Thus, each culture will have its own norms and rules with regards to expression of emotions. These norms and rules are learned by individuals. Also, it can be stated here that the basic emotions are same for all individuals. The way the basic emotions are expressed may differ based on these rules. The ability to know about the emotions oneself and others and express them and to express them express them to to manage emotions properly is called emotional intelligence. The pioneer of which is Daniel Goldman. In simple terms, emotional intelligence refers to being intelligent about our emotions, which enables us to identify our emotions, regulate it, express it properly, so it helps in a better communication, adjustment, and functioning. Emotions are reflection of our view, sorry, reflection of our inner world and relationship with others. Hence, it is important to know that emotions and then regulate them. Sorry, it is important to know the emotions and then regulate them. Emotional regulation refers to the process by which one inhibits and moderates one's emotional responses in order to remain engaged throughout interaction. It indicates a cognitive behavioral effort by individual to modify their own emotions. So let's go through that again. This is the ability to know about emotions in oneself and others, express them, and to manage emotions properly is called emotional intelligence. The pioneer of which is Daniel Goldman. In simple terms, emotional intelligence refers to being intelligent about our emotions, which enables us to identify our emotions and regulate it and express it properly so that it helps in a better communication, adjustment, and function. Emotions are reflections of our inner world and our relationship with others. Hence, it is important to know the emotions and regulate them. Emotional regulation refers to the process by which one inhibits or moderates one's emotional response in order to remain engaged throughout the interaction. So, it indicates the cognitive and behavioral efforts by the individuals to modify their emotions. So, Daniel Goldman, author of New York Times bestseller Emotional Intelligence, Why It Can Be Matter More Than IQ, published in 1995, says, teaching people to tune their emotions by the intelligence and to expand their circles of caring, we can transform organizations from the inside out and make positive difference in the world. Thus, it underlines the importance of cognition in attending emotional transformation. Our emotional experiences and reactions would depend on how we interpret emotional inputs. What meaning do we give to it? This is reflected in cognitive emotion theories. The cognitive arousal theory by Sketcher Singer is called two-factor theory, highlights two things important for experiencing emotion: physical arousal in response to stimulus, a barking dog coming towards you, and a labeling of arousal, cognitive arousal, based on the environment cues. Both of these occur same time and when individual experiences emotions. Another theory of Lazarus, called cognitive medi- mediational theory of phenomenon, states that the emotions experienced are an outcome of appraisals of the information that received from the environment and from the board within the body. Thus, stimulus is interrupted or appraised by individual first, which results in an emotional reaction and associated physical response. For instance, a stimulus of barking dog is praised as a threatening, and emotion of fear is experienced, by which the associated body responds. The appraisal process also considers the past experience which possible o- consequences of an emotional action. Thus, cognitive theories of emotions highlight an important role of appraisal or interpretation in the progress of emotion experience and expression. It puts the choice and responsibility of emotions of individuals. This has a great implication for our self growth. So, this has a great implication on our self growth.